Looks like Georgia ain't playing no games, man. They are trying to flip Chase Linton. I know a lot of people going to be like, well, why are they trying to flip a guy that's committed to Rutgers? What does that even matter for? Again, don't get caught up in the school he's committed to, okay? Four-star prospect, ran a 4.5 40, long, athletic, very disruptive on the edge, man. I think last year he really had his coming out party, especially when he went up against Johns Creek last year. He won Defensive Player of the Game, had multiple sacks in that one. He just showed you the different twitchiness and things that he has. Some things you can't just teach, man. This kid has all the intangibles that you want at the position. I know they have already loaded at this spot. I know they already got Isaiah Gibson. They're working to try to get Elijah Griffin, who announced the top three that has Georgia in it, and also obviously Justice Terry. But you add another guy that could potentially be twitchy off. Now, the thing for him, and obviously he says right here in this thing, Georgia gives him a lot to think about because he feels good about Rutgers. Rutgers likely he can go in there and contribute early. Georgia, he may have to wait a little bit. But still, Georgia's kind of defensive line. We know what they can produce. Jalen Carter, obviously, Jordan Davis. We know what they can produce at this position. So it is a lot for him to think about. And then, one, it's going to help his family because he's closer to home as well. So it is a lot for him to think about. Obviously, Rutgers is a great university. Kurt Hershey said today that he think they could be a sleeper and potentially contend for a Big Ten playoff spot this year. So they are a program that's rising up. I don't know if I will put them that high, but it is a lot for him to think about. Overall, though, man, a great kid. I think he'd be a great addition to whatever university he chooses, but interesting to see kind of Kirby Smart and that defensive line. Coaching staff ain't playing around, man. They trying to get the best guys they can, so when they go out there on Saturdays, they can throw them out there, and they're playing at a high-end level, man. So special shout-out to, obviously, them. And Georgia not playing around with this 2025 class, the reason why it's top 5 in the country, man. But this would be a big get for them. And Georgia fans, I know y'all like, oh, it's Rutgers. Again, this kid has the intangibles, man. Long wingspan. He just has everything you want at that edge spot that could be disruptive, man. His potential, I think, is limitless. So that's something that he got going for him as well.